a few brief words this morning. Morning after morning, he opens my ear that I may hear. I have not rebelled, have not turned back. I gave my back to those who beat me, my cheeks to those who plucked my beard. My face I did not shield from buffets or spitting. Never do we see Jesus throughout his entire ministry fighting. Even when they come after him, now he knows his hour is near. He doesn't try to defend himself because he knows that he's got to accomplish the Father's will. He surrenders his entire life to the Father. It's so evident today in the gospel that we read at the beginning who Jesus is. He's the Son of God. Untie that colt. He brings that colt. It's not his. The guy says, well, why is he doing it? And Jesus has it done because it's time for him to do the Father's perfect will. Marches through Jerusalem and people acclaim him because he is, they say, the Messiah. But the tables turn quickly. In the gospel that we just proclaimed, we see Jesus again doing the Father's will. And Luke points 4 interesting points out that aren't seen in any other gospel. When the servant's ear is chopped out, Jesus heals him immediately. He tells them the sword isn't going to solve anything. When Peter denies him, and he looks at Peter, and Peter looks at him, Peter begins to weep. Peter still walks away. His heart has been broken. John, in Luke's gospel, it's the only one where Jesus meets the women and talks with them on their way to Jerusalem. And finally, the good thief, we call him the good thief. In every gospel, Jesus is always addressed as Messiah or Son of God. But in here, the guy says, Jesus. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. So this week, the whole theme for us during Holy Week is to walk with Jesus, to surrender our lives to the Father, the same way Jesus did. See, we're called to be icons of Christ. An icon is a reflection. Catherine de Doherty, one of the great mystics of our church who lived in Toronto after moving here from Russia, said something very unique. I read it last week. We're not called to be skeletons. We're called to be icons. Not skeletons, but icons. Very powerful. How can we be icons this week? Well, again, join us for the Triduum. When I arrived here 10 years ago in June, you didn't have a Triduum here at all. You had nothing. I started Holy Thursday. It's not well attended, but I want to encourage you. Holy Thursday is so important. It's the institution of the Eucharist. On that night, the priest will wash the feet of 12 people as a sign of service. Please come on Holy Thursday, 7 o'clock. Good Friday, we had 3:15 in order to allow kids to get out of school. It's the Passion of the Lord. On that day, we venerate the cross. The Easter Vigil is combined with St. Michael's, but on Easter Sunday here we have 7:30 and 9:30 Masses. Please join us. Easter Vigils at 8 o'clock at St. Michael's. And tonight, we'll talk more about that. We have living stations at 6. You may want to join us for that. More to come on that. So again, let's make this our high point of the church year. Without Easter, Christianity falls flat on its face. We're not just a good moral code. We believe that Jesus Christ has conquered sin and death. This is about what we're going to experience, resurrection glory.